Yo, this is crazy as hell. Sneako just got banned from YouTube. Both of his channels taken down. Censorship is so crazy. I'm so over all of this nonsense. Before we get into this, you guys, don't forget to like, share, and comment on all of the content. Subscribe if you're really rocking with the channel. Let's go. 40.
40-year-old fuck boys are back in town. 40. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old fuck boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, you guys. So for you guys that are in the rabbit hole with your boy, I'm Black Pegasus. Welcome to the channel as usual. Now today, some of you guys aren't going to be familiar with Sneako because I know I have a little bit older audience, but some of you guys will be because he is super cracking on YouTube. I mean, he has a channel with 1.5 million subs, and then his streaming channel was about to hit 1 million. And I mean, this is like in 6 months, he's one of the most popular streamers on YouTube. Now, I'm going to pull this up on the big screen so you can see this. This is his Instagram page. And right here, he posted, so his streaming channel, they took down. So this is his streaming channel, Sneako, which I love that channel, by the way. And then this is his normal channel, which he shouldn't have had any strikes or guideline stuff going on this channel because he hadn't been uploading to this one. So it's interesting. But I thought this is crazy, man. This is a little montage of he's a YouTuber, you guys. He's a legit YouTuber that's been YouTubing since he was a child. You know what I'm saying? And it is interesting because he has a relationship with the Tates. And as you guys know, I rock with the Tates. I rock with Fresh and Fit, all that. I mean, they're spitting a lot of good stuff in my opinion. But this whole thing with Sneako getting banned has really rubbed me the wrong way because I just know it goes back to censorship. People are like, oh, because someone put out a video, this cornball-ass YouTuber put out a video and was like, Sneako should be banned from YouTube. And to see these people get their way, it's I ain't gonna lie, it's frustrating. And I think the main reason I'm even doing this video is because I've taken this personal. And I know you're not supposed to be personal, be emotional. I try to detach my emotions from it. But I know how it feels to wake up and have that strike and not have any access to your channel. As a lot of you guys know, I went through a lot of nonsense during the pandemic because I spoke my mind. I spoke what I believe to be the truth and facts. And for doing that, I got punished on YouTube, Facebook. I was almost banned. I'm banned from Twitter permanently. So, it's interesting. I've been shadow banned on Instagram. I'm actually just getting out of that. I've had 3 strikes on this channel. However, the reason the channel wasn't taken is because the last strike I appealed, and I won the appeal. So, there's a lot here to unpackage. But what I would like to say is I saw Sneako was just in Romania. He might still be there. And this is what's so crazy. He had his come to Jesus moment, as they would call it. He basically admitted he's not going to put any of this crazy content on YouTube anymore. He was going to scale it back. It looked like after talking to Andrew Tate and Bradley Martin, because Bradley Martin's like, bro, I don't want to see you get banned. And I don't want to see him get banned. He has amazing content. And the different dialogues he was having with other streamers on his platform was so incredibly dope. He'd get, Myron on there, but then he'd get Abba. He'd get Destiny. You'd get all the Don. You know what I'm saying? He'd get so many different perspectives. So it was just, I don't know, man. I enjoy his energy too, that wild young man energy. It's great. And he's very entertaining. He knows what he's doing. But he had his come to Jesus moment. He was like, so he got 2 strikes and he got shaken up because he said this on his platform last week or the week. He's like, yo, I'm not like Andrew Tate and them. I don't have millions of dollars. He's like, this is my whole income. So when I woke up and had a strike, and I'm just trying to build my channel, I don't live off of YouTube. And knowing he has developed his whole career, his life, his audience off of YouTube, And for that just to be stripped from him, I know how that feels in a very small level, but it's just like your heart sinks. You're just like, damn, what am I going to do? You know, they're trying to take me out. So I understand how it feels. So anyways, he has his come to Jesus moment. He's basically on the emergency meeting with Andrew Tate and all the fellas, Jay Waller, Myron, Fresh. He's basically like, look, I realize that I have to be strategic about this. You know, and I believe he was quoting Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was like, dude, he was basically like, you're a brokey. He's like, no war has ever been won by a broke person, by a broke man. And I thought that was interesting. I got to go fact check it. I never heard it said like that, but it makes sense, right? Like, you know, like the countries or established places at the time typically win who have the most, you know, resources, right? Which is a form of, you know, money, but resources, so a form of wealth and technology, right? If you had gunpowder and guns and people didn't, you were going to win. If you had resources and certain things, I mean, it's interesting because, you know, that was an interesting take that I heard. And I was like, wow. And he had his come to Jesus moment here and all that. So what he did, Sneako said this. He said, I have 2 strikes. Meaning those strikes go away after 90 days because I've dealt with that. Right now, I currently only have a warning. But once those strikes go away, you can get back on and kind of move again, you know? His monetization hadn't been taken away because it's the first time he got to this level. Now, this is where he made the mistake. And he probably didn't know this, but I know this because I've gotten strikes. So what he did, he said he scrubbed all of the content off of his YouTube page. He's like, look, I don't want to get any more strikes. I'm taking everything down. After 90 days, I'll start, you know, re-uploading. And as of now, I'm going to Rumble, so you can catch me on Rumble. So check out Sneako, the Tates, all of them on Rumble. Even me, I'm on Rumble, you guys. Black Pegasus Raps. I'm uploading up over there every day, all my content. And then I'm going to start doing exclusive stuff over there because I want to support platforms that are free speech, you know, and limited censorship, you know, or to no censorship. I have to support that. This stuff I do not believe in, that what they're doing to Sneako. Anyways, let me tell you the secret and where he made his biggest mistake. So he thought, and I could be wrong, Sneako, you know, if we ever meet in person, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. But he thought taking down all of his content just in case, because he was like, yo, if there's something else, I don't want to get another strike and get banned. Let me take it all down so they don't ban me, right? Well, this is what I learned the hard way, Sneako. Once it's uploaded, not a live stream. If you live stream and take it off, you're good. But once that thing has been processed to YouTube, they can go back in the backlogs. So check this out. I had some content on YouTube that even I was like, they might try to give me a strike for this. So I deleted it. I thought I was good. Nope. Do you know what that does? They hit me up. They gave me a strike for it. And guess what? I couldn't even appeal the strike. They said because I deleted it, it's like a proof of guilt. So once you delete something, if they want to give you a strike for it, you can't even appeal it. So it's better just to leave all of your content up. And if you get a strike, just have your information, your you know, news articles, because the strike that I did beat, I just left all my stuff on my channel. They gave me a strike. I took these news articles. I told them the context of the video. Boom. I won my appeal, and I didn't get demonetized because I almost got demonetized. So I wouldn't even make any money off YouTube, which would, oh, man, this stuff is so crazy. And I see this happening a lot. You know, and people are, well, these are the conspiracy theorists, and all this. But if you can't have conversations on YouTube, where can you have them? The other thing is, I know a lot of you guys might not even be familiar with this stuff, because in my opinion, a lot of you guys are in the Matrix. I'm not mad at you. You come to YouTube for entertainment, to hear freestyles and raps and diggity dance. That's cool. But I'm a deep brother, and I can't hold back, you guys. So I have to speak about this stuff. It weighs on my heart heavily. So, you know, a lot of you guys have no clue who I'm talking about, what I'm talking about. But, you know, they just took down Steve Will Do It, who's from the Nelk Boys, huge influencer. And people are like, oh, well, he was doing gambling or this, that, and the other. Maybe. And if you break certain guidelines, cool. But I don't think he had 3 strikes and they just took his channel. They just banned him. And you see, if you really go down the rabbit hole and see what these people are affiliated with or what they might do, like Steve Will Do It and the Nelk Boys, You know, they're cool with Dana White. Dana White is cool with Trump. Like all these little things. And you're like, bro, I don't care who you vote for, who you think is dope as the president. Like you shouldn't get banned for having your own mind and opinion. But in this current day and age, if you speak a certain way, you think certain things, you get shadow banned. I'm trying to break out the Matrix shadow ban on my channel. Like you guys can see it. Like my Tech 9 interview with and reaction to Harry Mack should be the biggest, doing the most numbers on my channel. And it's not. You know, I have these huge breakout videos. I'm never on the recommended channel. It is what it is. I don't need their help, but you can see when it drops off a cliff. And when you have something as potent as my Tech 9 interview, for that to just fall off the cliff, it doesn't make sense. And there's a lot of stuff on my channel you can see, like my interview with Chris Webby is another one where it's like I have all these likes and comments, but the views won't go past a certain point. Then I did a reaction to a Joe Rogan video. It has like 5% of the likes, and it has like double the views. So you see all this stuff. I say that to say this. Andrew Tate just got banned from all social media. Alex Jones has been banned from all social media. David Icke has been banned from all social media. Louis Farrakhan has been banned from all social media. Rissa Islam has been banned from most social media. Sneako. Who else? I mean, now Steve Will Do It, a frat boy type of dude who does Nelk Boys entertainment, has been taken off YouTube. It's just getting wild. Now, the upside, I think people are going to go to their platforms. I think Sneako and Andrew Tate and people like that and Steve Will Do It are big enough personalities to bring life to Rumble. Because, see, like places like Rumble, they're like, oh, that's a right-wing conspiracy theory video play. Rumble, BitChute, that's where all the conspiracy theorists hang out. But once the cool kids start going to these platforms, it's game over. Now, I don't know. Maybe YouTube is like the UFC of social media videos and Rumble's like Bellator. And then I'm just like, well, Bellator is cool, but UFC is the shh. But if the right influencers go to Rumble, YouTube will have a problem. And I'm just going to keep it real, man. Like YouTube has a great interface. It's a great, what is that called? Search page or what? A search engine. Like you get discovered through YouTube. It's dope like that. But the tactics that they use with the way they censor people, and you see stories popping up on YouTube more and more even with gamers, the things that happen on YouTube, you're just like, well, that's not fair, but life isn't fair. So I'm not asking for that, but I do think in America, a place driven off of capitalism per se, which is free markets competing, let's see what some of these other social media, I mean, there's only so much people can take. Anyways, I did this one about Sneako because I'm just like, I actually really mess with Sneako's content. Now, this is the only thing on his IG. He's probably, he's got some good people in his corner. I mean, he's rocking with the Tates, Fresh and Fit. He can jump on Fresh and Fit, promote whatever he's doing. I'm going to support him on Rumble. But, sheesh. Anyways, these type of things keep coming down the pipes. And, I don't know, man. I always feel compelled to talk about them, even though people don't really care. But I'm just like, I can't believe people are so stuck in the Matrix. They don't realize this censorship is coming for everyone. And even though you might get rid of a small bit of disinformation and misinformation, the good information goes with it as well. And I'm going to stop talking there because I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube for ranting about the good information. But let's just say, when you're treating diseases and stuff, there's a lot of quack out there, right? Quackery, but there's a lot of good information that could save people's lives. And I've noticed in the time period that we're in, that a lot of this good information is being wiped out as bad information. It's unfortunate, man. You got people with cancer, heart disease, all these different things going on, and this information is at our fingertips. So it's very interesting. And they'll always say, oh, our advertisers don't want people like this. But I'm like, they're full of shit. They're all full of shit because more people are watching Sneako. Like his streams, I'd get on some of his streams, there'd be 15,000 people watching at once. And he's just a kid sitting he's 23 years old, sitting in his bedroom, talking like, yo, what's good? I'm like, bro, advertisers just want to be in front of kids, period. So when they're like, oh, it's bad for our advertising. What? Popularity is bad for your advertising? Putting your brand in front of thousands, hundreds of thousands and millions of kids is bad. And that's when you know the evil is out. That's when you know the evil is out. How do you know the evil is out? Because they don't care about the money. They just want the narrative gone. And you know, as much as I hate to blame it, it's almost like you almost got to blame Trump. Now, I know the media played their part in the whole Trump fiasco. And I, you know, y'all kind of know where I sit with Trump. I don't be tripping on him. I'm not triggered by Trump or DTS, Trump derangement syndrome, whatever that is. I ain't tripping. I actually think Trump is funny as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? We go down that path. I'm not trying to go down that rant right now. But what I'm saying is Trump won that first election, and these MFers were like, yo, we can't let this happen again. So they nip every narrative in the butt. Anyone who goes against these things that we've been talking about, I've been talking about a lot of this stuff since the 90s. That's why I'm like, why are you trying to ban me now? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Anyways, I could go on forever. But yeah, that's when you know the evil's out, because now they're just like, yo, the narrative is so important to control. And it's because, you know, someone like Trump, you know, became president of the United States. And they'll say it's because of conspiracy, but I honestly think he became the president of the United States because people are fed up with the establishment. And that was the only choice you had, to go against the establishment. And a lot of the left, the Dems, were pissed at the establishment because of what Hillary did to Bernie. Y'all remember how that played out with Bernie, your boy? Now, I wasn't rocking with Bernie like that. I don't think his economic plans are going to work for what we have here in America, but he had a populist movement that was getting very popular, and ain't no one rocking with Hillary like that. So, hey, it is what it is. They kind of did it to themselves. But, yeah, man, we'll see how it goes, man. Shout out to Sneako. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. Shout out to Andrew Tate. And all the people who are on the chopping block with this censorship. Pearly Things. If you haven't seen Pearly Things, she's kind of in the red pill space, but she's just a very articulate, logical, critical thinking woman who has a dope show that gets millions of views. And Pearly Things got banned off of TikTok because people don't want to talk about these hard subjects that are talked about. And what's great, anyways, I could go on. This might just go, on deaf ears, but I had to say it for myself, for my own personal health and well-being. I had to say this stuff because I just, yeah, man, you guys, I went through this during the pandemic. They took my job, right? They're like, you're non-essential. You can't work. I didn't qualify for all this other blah, blah they're talking about. So I started grinding on YouTube. I started to blow up on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and then they said medical misinformation and tried to take that away. So I'm not going to lie. I have a little bit of bias, have a little bit of chip on my shoulder, but I can't imagine how many people have a chip on their shoulder through all the things that are going on in this world. And I just hope it doesn't radicalize people, because it did almost radicalize me, but I was able to maneuver around it. I started throwing concerts and doing my thing during the pandemic. But, man, if I wouldn't have had that, I don't know where I would have been, because I got to feed my family. And I've been doing this my whole life, you guys. I've been an entertainer for like 25 years. So, yeah, man. And people go, well, you should have had something for a rainy day or blah. Everyone always has an answer to Yosh until they're in the shoes. It's funny, all the rich millionaires, just stay home. It's going to be fine. Anyways, I'm going to get off that. Anyways, hope you guys are good out there. Love, light, beyond. You know what I mean? I'm just a little flustered. I hate seeing people. I mean, the kid's 23 years old, man, and getting deplatformed. That's crazy. And there ain't no coming back from that. You know what I mean? Like, he can't go on YouTube and start a channel ever again. You saw that picture of him when he's been YouTubing since he was like 9. It's wild, you guys, wild. Anyways, if you like the content, make sure you hit the like button, comment, let me know what you think about this subject matter. Even if you don't agree with me, it's cool. Tap in. I'd love to hear from you. Like, share, comment. Most importantly, subscribe if you vibe with the channel, because as you know, fighting an uphill battle. So all the subs help us beat down the algorithm. Anyways, love you guys. Stay up. You know what it is. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boy.